Anyway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're once again watching Astroteric TV. I'll be your one and only host, the Astro Guru. And it wouldn't be Astroteric TV without the Gra. Now, here we are on this blessed day. Once again, ready to receive knowledge. Gain some more enlightenment. So, today's topic of discussion will be love and hate. Now, because this topic is what I would call elementary, we're going to just simply expose the differences in love and hate. So, with that being said, hating is easy to do. Simple and plain. I'm not sure if you grasp what I mean by hating is easy to do. But I'll dive further into the concept, or rather, my opinion of why I feel like hating is easy to do, or at least what makes it a fact. Now, it doesn't take much thought, it doesn't take much energy, it doesn't take much knowledge to downplay something. Understood? So, if you don't like something, you just like, you don't like it. All right, cool, no problem. Now, just because you don't like something doesn't mean that you're a hater. But, or rather, however, it takes a little bit more effort to try to like something or find something about something like that you like. So whether it be a person, a place, it's like you maybe at first, at first impression or at first encounter, maybe you didn't like it. But anyone who's knowledgeable knows there's a silver lining in every gray cloud. So taking that mentality with you into a situation, you can be open to finding something that you like within a situation. And if you have to actually put the effort forward to find something that you like in a situation, not only does it help you build character as a person, but you can inadvertently find other things that you like. So it's like opening one door can open in 10 more doors. Okay? So I'll give a slight example. When I didn't like mustard, the variation of sandwiches that I ate were much more limited taste-wise because mustard wasn't a factor. But once I started to once one sandwich had mustard and I liked it, it was like, hold on. Now, not only do I gain spicy mustard, honey mustard, I gained not 2, 3, 4 more Dijon mustard, so yeah, that's 4 mustards right there. Regular yellow mustard, Dijon, spicy, honey. So that opened the door for me to have roast beef with mustard sandwich. So you see where I'm going with this? Although before it was just for me, hey, turkey, cheese, and lettuce is fine. Just give me some mayonnaise. But I expanded my horizons. So now the same thing goes when it comes to love. When you're trying to or actively find something that you like about something, this is how love is gained for certain things. So it's not a love that was passed to you. It's not like I grew up in a house where, my family liked football. So I like football. That's easy. It's very easy. Now, let's just say if you're a football player and you play other sports, anybody who plays multiple sports knows you can use skills from one sport in another sport that are a rarity because most people playing that sport don't play the other sport. Understood? So you have football players that jump higher because they play basketball. You have basketball players that run faster because they run track. You have basketball players that get to the lane easier because they play football. Like they'll tuck the ball, they'll bounce it, and then they'll tuck the basketball and take 2 hard steps, like they going through the pocket of, like they running through the line, like they being a running back, and that works efficiently. He didn't walk, he didn't travel. That's actually legal for him to do, and he protected the ball. So, understood. Now, these things are gained and found through love, be it, whether you know it or not. But that's why they say, like, for love of the sport. So, of course, you can revolutionize a whole sport. You can change a playbook. You can improvise on a play by having other skills due to you having such a love of this sport. Like, I love this sport so much that I looked at a sport I didn't even like, just wondering, like, I wonder if it's something in that sport I could use in this sport. Like, so when it comes to love will quickly make you put your pride to the side in order to accomplish whatever it is that your end goal is. Understood? Hate does not want to put its pride to the side ever. Like, hate, when it comes to hatred, it's easy because hatred is like tunnel vision. You only have to focus on the hatred. All you have to do is focus on how much you hate this person, and everything else will come crumbling down because you're not paying it no attention. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of your business. Because all you're worried about is hate. Now, that's pretty extreme as well. So, when hating, right? Like I had to catch myself because I know how that could sound, but yeah. So when hating, so when you're hating on something, because hating is an action, so you're hating, right? Now, perfect example. If I hate this later, I'm gonna watch this later, and I'm gonna wish bad on this later, and I'm going to consume myself with anger, hatred, and disdain for this later. Now, while I'm doing that, the blood done went out. While I'm doing that, time is going by. I done missed an appointment, and all because I hate a lighter. Right? Now, if you're going to hate the lighter, right? At least hate the lighter with a open-minded percentage. Like you had to have this like little open-minded piece. So if I don't want to hate the lighter with the 100%, right? Because if a smart man who knows anything knows he knows nothing. So maybe I hate the lighter so much because the lighter knows something that I don't. Or the lighter knows how to do something that I don't. Which is really why I'm paying this lighter attention. So, in all actuality, I love the lighter, but it's like I gotta hate the lighter now because I can't be the lighter. Like, I wish I could just get some fire to come out of me, but I can't do that. So now I'm gonna sit here and watch this. I wanna see how that do it and why everybody love lighters, but don't nobody love me, and I'm gonna compare myself to the lighter. Now we spinning out And that's how you become a hater, right? So now, hatred, instead of understanding, like, it's not just this lighter. It's not just this lighter. It's the energy that the lighter carries. So, like I said, it's either the fact that you want to be the lighter, so now you got hate for the lighter, and you can't be the lighter, or the lighter is capable of doing some things that instead of you just becoming the lighter's friend and finding out how, yo, look, give me that. You feel me? You give me what you got, and I give you something. The exchange of information. You feel me? That's how people really become friends, through exchange of information and being agreeable. But yeah, you do that with the lighter, you now know what the lighter knows. You know how to do what the lighter does. And if you don't, at worst case scenario, you gotta just go to the lighter whenever you need it. Hey bro, you feel me? So guess what? You don't gotta light the lighter. You don't gotta buy a lighter no more. In this situation, the lighter's your friend. He's gonna let you, feel me, whenever you come up, he's a lighter. He gonna, feel me? You don't gotta buy no lighter. You got a personal lighter now. But I hate to have to put these things in these like little small weird analogies and things like that. But for the most part, nobody's been asking for any information lately. So I just get to sit back and, live my little life. I just get to freestyle and talk with y'all here and there about things that run through my head. But in this case, yeah, we're talking about how it takes a little bit more effort to love things than it does to hate them. Hating it doesn't really take that much. Pardon that light doing that, because it's not doing it in here. It's only doing it on the screen. So, yeah, I'll let y'all figure that out. But, yeah, hatred is such a easy thing to do. It'll even drive you into tunnel vision, because once you're locked in on how much you hate something, you can't learn from it. You can't gain any, you can't develop a rapport with it, because you're not open to interaction with it, because you hate it. You hate it. You're not leaving any room for growth, which is why me and hatred don't get along. For me to sit here and tell you I've never hated something, like I've never had that much dislike for something, then that would be like crazy. Because otherwise, how would I even know this information? But I also know that hate is a strong word. So in order for me to hate something, I gotta figure out what is it inside of me that makes me even hate that. Like, is it a bad experience I had with that? Or now I gotta go clean that up within myself, which means I have to interact with it again in order to gain new knowledge of the situation or of whatever the subject is that I'm hating. Which is why I always say, if a person hate me, they must not know me. Because if you knew me, you wouldn't hate me. Like, if you actually knew who I was as a person, or you actually knew me and how I live my life every day, you couldn't hate me. And if you hate that, then there's something honestly wrong with you on the inside. You got to get yourself checked into somewhere, because how could you possibly hate somebody that wants the best, even for you? Like, if I want the best for everybody around me, if I want the best for everybody, people I don't even know, that's why I bring you information that could possibly help you in your life, or could possibly help you from going in the wrong direction. But if I want everyone walking God's green earth to have a simple understanding, push come to shove, at the least, you don't have to be super intelligent. It's not rocket science to know, I don't want people harming me, or I don't want people, belittling me. Of course, these things are going to happen. We're never going to just wipe out all negativity. It's not going to happen. But if there's a pocket of the world that I can help, I don't care if it's just two people. If there's a pocket of the world that I can help understand, standing up for themselves, being a little more confident, but not having hatred and being resentful towards, you know, your fellow man, no matter whom it may be, then I'm gonna do that. I feel like it's a noble role to play. So that I have no problem doing. But yeah, when it boils down to it, it takes a little bit more effort to show that you love and care for things than it does to just say, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. And when people, I'm not gonna lie, when I see that attitude, it turns me off. Like, it turns me off to you as a person, period. Because it's like you gave up. Not saying you should just try your heart out for everything, but you even gave up mentally. Even if I won't chase it, maybe I'll try to attract it. If chasing it isn't working, maybe I'll try attracting it. Like, I'm just not that quick. I'm not that much of a quitter. Like, I don't really give up. Like, if I have a goal, if I have something I want, there's nothing you can do to make me not want what I want. You can turn me off from wanting that, but you cannot make me not want what I want. Simple and plain. Like, so if I say I want a Tesla and you tell me a Tesla's not a good car, then maybe I'll just try to make a more efficient or a better Tesla, but it's not going to stop me from wanting a Tesla. You're trying to make me want another car. Like, you're trying to make me go say, oh no, I want a Benz now. Like, you want me to be more agreeable and likable to you. But I want what I want. And that's just how I am as a person. I think it's pretty good for a person to stand their ground, especially when knowing thyself. So yeah, I want what I want. And I may not always get what I want, no matter what it be. But that doesn't mean give up. That doesn't mean give up. So, with that being said, I hope that should there come a time where you have the ability to stop, look at the situation, and assess whether you should lead with love or hate. I hope that you take the time, effort, and energy to be just a tad bit more loving instead of taking the easy road and saying like, well, you know what? I hate this shit, and just dropping it and letting it be whatever it's gonna be. Now, you will know the difference. Emotional intelligence will show you the difference if you have it. And if you don't, this is how you will gain it. By saying fuck it in situations where you should have shown more love, and by showing love in situations where you should have said fuck it. So this is also, like I said, how you would gain emotional intelligence, because there'll be a lesson to be learned through that situation. And there will be situations to come after that in which you will know the right decision to make. So, this has once again been another episode of Esoteric TV. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. I'm about to go and find something to do. And hope everyone enjoys themselves. Enjoy your week as well.